All right, what's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider, coming to you with my pre-game review of what's to come versus the damn LA Chokers on Monday Night Football. Another fucking doubleheader from the NFL. So everybody on the East Coast are not going to watch the greatness of the Raiders because the game starts at like 10 p.m. their time and they're asleep by 11, and they're not going to witness the ass whooping that the Raiders are going to give on the LA Chokers that have 3 fans and we have 3 rings. But I'm going to get you up to date from my perspective of the Raiders versus the Chokers on Monday Night Football here on Raider Central Live. First and foremost, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button if you can. I appreciate you. Please leave some comments in the video letting me know your thoughts. And if I was wrong in any of my statements, which I never am, because I'm the fucking guru, the genius Raider fan that you all know and hopefully love. That being said, I do have donation portals down below: CASHAPP, Venmo, PayPal. If you guys would like to buy me a coffee, decaffeinated, some tacos, maybe a little bit of rice and beans, appreciate it. If you guys want to buy me some like peppermint patties, that's kind of cool too. Basically, buy me a whole fucking meal if you feel like it. I appreciate it. I'm struggling. I ain't gonna lie. I need to pay my rent, and I need an extra $200-300 somehow in the next 20 days. So, if you guys feel like supporting, become a member of the channel for early and exclusive content. Buy me some tacos and stuff like that, but it'll actually pay my rent because my tacos are technically paid for by EBT food stamps. That's how struggling I am. You guys can make fun of me if you want, but hey, my life is what it is. And I'm very grateful for any help I can get, whether it be from the government or the system or whatever the hell y'all idiots want to say that are doing better than me. Congratulations! You're doing way better than me. Love you. We're all Raider Nation, and let's get into it. Look, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't expect that big of a game from Geno Smith and the Raiders last week versus the Patriots. I was kind of surprised. But there was a lot of good and bad to take from that game. You guys have watched my post-game review. If you haven't, check it out. I forgot to mention that the O-line looked really bad in the run game. So that's something we need to fix for this week. But there's a lot of little issues going into this game that I'm actually kind of concerned of. First off, let's just get started. Keenan Allen fucks with the Raiders constantly. We don't got cornerbacks. We got young cornerbacks. We're going to struggle in that area. But let's hope Caillou Blue Kelly and the little young guns, that's what I'm naming them, the young guns, can come out, start to make some plays, which they've kind of been doing. Isaiah Palomau and stuff like that, you know, they're starting to do some stuff. But hey, we need a little bit of a better defense against Lad McConkey, the Irish assassin, whatever the Chokers are calling him. And Keenan Allen coming back to the Chargers. He knows the Raiders. He wore a Raider cap the first year he became a Charger. He wanted to be a Raider, but, you know, he got pulled into that bullshit. I'm sorry, Keenan. I'm fucking sorry. Shit happens. But now he's a Raider hater because, you know, a lot of rivalries. But, you know, we're going to struggle defensively. Their rookie running backs, I forget their names, Marion Hampton, Najee Harris, can't make a damn 4 yards. I don't know. People are saying this is going to be their coming out party versus the Raiders. I don't think so. I think Max Crosby in our D-line is a little bit better than people think with the loss of Christian Gay Wilkins, and we're going to be okay. Even though in preseason, man, that right side of the D-line was giving up runs. It's just ridiculous. So, but look, they got a good coach, the Harbaugh. They got a good coach. There's a rivalry with our coach, Pete Carroll. There's been a rivalry in college, a rivalry in Seattle, and in the NFL, and now it's all coming to a head on Monday Night Football. And you know that's where it's going. We got the energetic chewing gum of Pete Carroll and the idiotic statements from Harbaugh. You know, they got a chicken, and you can't chase a chicken. Chickens are hard to catch. Well, guess what's going to be hard to catch? Against our Raider D, motherfucker. All right? That's what's going to happen. Now, let's talk about the Raiders' offensive side of the ball. Ashton Jeanty needs to make a name for himself in this game. He basically didn't look so great last week, averaging like 2 yards a carry. Handled the ball like 19 times for 40 yards or something like that, 38 yards. It's like less than 2 yards a carry. He got in the end zone, got his first touchdown as an NFL player, as a Raider. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. Our offensive line, our run game didn't work. Now people like me are calling out the stance of Ashton Jeanty. Maybe he wasn't able to figure out where the linebackers were going to be, to where they were coming from, because they got him like this now. Yeah, a little bit low. You can't see me. But Ashton Jeanty is now standing, you know, like he used to stand in college like this. What's going on? Oh, I see you're going to be there, bitch. I'm going to run there. You're going to be there. I'm going to be there. You're going to, yeah. Maybe that's what happened. We're going to find out this week. And our offensive line, they didn't open many holes. They were in the backfield a lot, especially early. And it forced Geno Smith to throw the ball like 50 times. He had like over 360 yards, the most yardage for a quarterback, I believe, this season so far. Geno Smith is a top 5 quarterback, I think, or top 8 at least. And we cannot win if it's all on Geno Smith's hands consistently. We can't do it. Albeit I like what he did. He made himself a Raider. To all the haters, he's like, fuck you, I'm going to throw the ball 40 times. And he got his playmakers, man. Jacoby Myers, hey, man, I request a trade or a contract. No, we ain't going to give you a trade or a contract, Jacoby. Okay, I'll just go out there in week 1 and ball out then. Thank you. That's what happened. Jacoby Myers balled out. Give that man some money, Raiders. Don't let him play out his last season as a Raider. He's going to get like $40, $50 million from somebody else. He proved he can play with Geno Smith. And if Geno and Pete Carroll are our future, you got to give him some money. But again, you might as well hedge your bet. So I think the Raiders are going to hold pat. They're going to hold out this entire season because clearly the general managers are bringing in young wide receivers and they basically don't see players like Jacoby Myers or whatever as bigger players than just now. They're hoping to develop. And speaking of development, what the fuck happened with Jack Bech? Huh? Jack, where are you? You're the second round pick that held out for more money because the entire NFL was doing that. The second round picks. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Jack? Are you a developmental wide receiver that we picked in the second round for future seasons? Maybe you are. Well, Dante Thornton, you would have thought he was the developmental wide receiver. But now he's balling out. So why can't you do the same, Jack? Get your feet under you. I'm a little bit concerned. But hey, it's early. I need to shut my brain off. So I apologize. Dante Thornton, he's the DK Metcalf 2.0 to Geno Smith. He hasn't quite put it all together yet, but he's made some big catches, and he is the man that weekly, I'm figuring it out. This week I fucked up a couple of times. Next week, I'm going to fuck up less. And the following week, I ain't going to fuck up at all. Then the following week, I'm a dominant player in week 5. Then I'm DK Metcalf 2.0 in week 6. Touchdown 80 yards and like 6 catches. Then in week 7, when the Raiders are in the playoff hunt. That's right. That's what I said. Dante Thornton's like, yeah, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Woo! Welcome to the NFL. Welcome to the NFL. It looked really, really good. It looked really, really good with Dante Thornton. So if he's he's developmentally quite good. He's not back with the retards like Besh. So I'm just saying. And now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Brock Bowers. That guy's a beast. He's everything everybody said he was. Even last week, had like over 100 yards, 101 yards. I got him on fantasy teams because he's my namesake. But something happened to him. He got his knee hit wrong or weird. He wanted to go back in the game last week, but they didn't let him in for precautionary, because he's the best thing on the team. The best wide receiver on the team, even though he's called a tight end. He hasn't practiced at all, albeit we're playing on Monday Night Football, so the first practice was on Thursday. He didn't practice, and he was asked if he's going to play. He said, I don't really know. I really don't. I want to play, but they won't let me. Precautionary. Then on Friday, he didn't practice. I want to play, but they ain't letting me. Precautionary. Today is Saturday, and the early reports as of whatever 12 p.m. right now it is, Brock Bowers wasn't spotted at practice. Maybe this is strategic. Maybe he's the type of player don't need no damn practice. Talk about practice. Practice, man. We talking about practice for Brock Bowers. Talk about practice. Okay? It's Brock Bowers. But hey, as a fantasy football manager, I'm a little bit concerned. I'd have to put him at playing 50-50. Even if he does suit up, they're going to use him as a decoy. He ain't going to be in there a lot because we got Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer looked decent when Brock Bowers went out, and he is handy capable. Michael Mayer. So, as a fantasy football manager, there's a world where I might, unless I have another tight end. In one league, I have Mark Andrews, and I have Lamar Jackson as my quarterback. So I might just play Lamar, but they play on Sunday. But unless I get any other information about Brock Bowers, man, I'm going to be concerned. And if I get any information that he might suit up, I might have to pick up Michael Mayers just in case he doesn't play. But even if Brock Bowers plays, I'm nervous about usage. So, precautionary. But I hope you play Brock Bowers in any facet. That means at least not this week, the following week, you're probably good to go. But it might be a sprained knee and stuff like that, which is, we avoided a bigger injury, but we don't want a bigger injury to happen to our best wide receiver that's also called the tight end. So I could see Pete Carroll's advantage point and all that of possibly not playing Brock Bowers on Monday Night Football. That being said, play at your own risk. I'm telling you, play at your own risk. All right, Raider Nation. That's it for my simple preview. I'm a simple man. I don't have all the stats and the facts, and I'm not going to assume about anything because you know what assumptions do. And to assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. But now I'm just about to assume the final scores of this week's game and let you know who the MVPs are and the keys to victory. The keys to victory for the Raiders are establish the fucking run game. That's it. Establish the run game. Establish the run game. Last week we established the passing game. This week we got to establish the run game. And that's going to be hard with Khalil Mack and other players like that on the chokers. But we got to do it by any means necessary. Bam! Isn't that what Mack used to say? But still, we got to establish the run game. We got to get Ashton Jeanty to have a breakout party in this week's game. So I hope it happens early and often. That's what they're going to try to do early and often. Maybe as a trickery, they try to exploit the passing game off of last week in the first half. And then that way in the second half, hopefully it's still a close game or we have a slight lead. Then we can establish the run game. But I don't know. That's my key to victory is establish the run game because we believe the pass is working to a decent amount. And Ashton Jeanty, in my opinion, should have a coming out party. And Michael Mayer's going to, again, I still think he's going to need to make the big catches on third down. It can't always be, Jacoby Myers and Dante Thornton. Trey Tucker, he is what he is. He's lightning Tucker. And I'm hoping to see more development from him. But this is his third year. And I don't know, man. You need to become like that Jamison Williams for the Lions last year somehow. So I'm hoping for you. I'm rooting for you. And let's see a little bit of Jack Best, please. I don't know. I'm just saying, let's see a little bit of that. But that's what needs to happen. The game should not be on Geno Smith's hands. It can't be. Geno Smith will not win all the games playing that way. He will not. He had to do that in Seattle. And they almost every year won like 9 games, but still. Come on, Geno was almost sacked, and he was rushed a ton of times last week. So, I don't know. Let's establish the run and have some fun. Establish the run and have some fun. Establish the run and have some fun. Now, on the Raiders' defensive side of the ball, man, we need to send pressure. When Herbert is pressured, he struggles. He struggles, but Keenan Allen will be in the slot. So, it is what it is. And Justin Herbert is still the most overhyped fucking NFL fantasy quarterback, AFC West quarterback in the history of mankind. He's good. He ain't great. Okay? Okay? So let's rush him, pressure him, and get him frustrated early and often. And when he tries to run, he's not the great of a runner, even though he does it on occasion. Let's rush him and fuss him. Rush him and fuss him. Rush him and fuss him. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is going to be a close game. It's going to be a really good Monday Night Football game. But off of what I saw last week and knowing Pete Carroll versus Jim Harbaugh and all that, man, I'm going with the upset. I might have predicted a loss before in my prediction, but I'm going with the upset. I guarantee you the damn Chokers are favored. Mathematically, gambling-wise, Chokers are favored. Raiders are going to win this game. It's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to a Daniel Carlson field goal. The Raiders win, not in a throwout or a passing game or a big explosive game, but in a more mediocre game that you guys might not have expected. The Raiders win 20-17. That's right, I said it. Raiders win 20-17. And the MVP from this game will be Ashton Jeanty with over 100 yards and a touchdown at least to win us the game. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you guys want to buy me some tacos and other stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I appreciate you, Raider Nation. I'm thinking about broadcasting live on Monday Night Football, but I might do it from my other channel. I'm not quite sure yet, but my channel will be in the description in case I go live on my other channel because I have a few more subscribers. It'll equal me to earn a few more dollars on that video than here because Raider Nation, we're cheap. We're just real people. We don't have a lot of money. But I might do it on my other channel. It's HeyBower or youtube.com/HeyBower. I'll put it in the description and maybe join me. And I might get crunk. I might do it. I do it maybe 2 times a year. I might do it. You guys can buy me some alcohol, get Mikey Raider crunk, get me some shots or whatever I do. Hook me up with some money. Watch me get drunk and yell at the screen. Be a good fucking time. Should be. If you had a good time in this video, you're going to have a good fucking time then. All right? You guys, I hope to see you on Monday Night Football. And again, I love you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay Raider. And Raiders win. Raiders win. Let the fun begin. It's the new season of Just Win. I'm Mikey Raider. I'll see you on Monday Night Football.